Here we go. It's nice to have you with me today. I had quite a sorry. I had quite a weekend this weekend. I actually had, as the movie says, I really don't know why, but one of the things that come up things that comes up only comes up for like 3 seconds. I'm going to try to get rid of that post and keep on the one that goes on for a while. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, I think so. So I had these 3 weddings this weekend, and it was really fascinating, especially when you consider that they both had a theme that actually comes up in our Torah portion Ekev, and it's not ironic, I guess, that both of them were during the Torah portion for Ekev because they all happened Saturday night and Sunday. And the subject of gratitude came up several times in these weddings, not necessarily from me, but also from the brides and the grooms who wanted to have special sections that were devoted to the idea of gratitude. And in the Torah portion this week, it has some of the proof texts for the Birkat Hamazon, the blessing for after the meal. And that the line, when you have had your fill and you have eaten as much as you can, give thanks to God. And there are a lot of interesting commentaries. I actually wanted to share one of them with you, which is talking about something that the Chidushei Harim had heard from the Kotzker Rebbe, Menachem Mendel of Kotsk, who, if you've ever been on this meditation, you know I really enjoy Menachem Mendel's teachings, many of which I've said before. And this one was interesting. It said, the Kotzker said he was amazed that people did not acquire an appreciation of God from the grace after the meals. And he tells that Abraham, whenever Abraham had a guest coming, he would feed them a meal, and if they would thank Abraham for the meal, he would say, I'm not the one that needs to be thanked, it's God that needs to be thanked. And it's that whole concept of, even if someone makes you a meal, cooks it, does all that they want to it, the fact is that that food, and the essence of that food came from the ground, or came from an animal, or one of those two. And that's ascribed really to the Creator, and that we should just be thankful that there is food for us to eat so that we can survive. And that the Kotzker Rebbe goes on to say, indeed, it's amazing that people do not respond that way normally to thank God after they eat. I'm more amazed that while they are still eating, people don't come to the realization of God. For we're told clearly in Isaiah, an ox knows its owner, and a donkey its master's trough. And if these animals know that they're owners when they eat, shouldn't that be true for human beings to know the owner, meaning God, when they eat? I just think it's a very beautiful teaching that reminds us that the food that we eat is not just prepared by the person who makes that food for us to eat, but it goes way far back. And it's not just the person that brought the food to that restaurant or that home, not just the one who brought it to the supermarket, not just the one who brought it to the building where they're processing the food, but it goes back to the basic elements of food. Nutrition that we need inside of us is here in this world for us. That is a miracle. That deserves our gratitude. And, I've been thinking a lot about just this notion of living with gratitude. And so often, when we're going through our lives, we get filled with these negative thoughts about how difficult life might be. Things might not go right for us. We may get frustrated a little bit with what's happening in our lives and in the world, in our workplace, in our homes, and all the different places where we could find some kind of frustration. All of that, when it comes right down to it, is they're all extraneous. That when you think about life and our existence as beings in the world, in this physical body, and that my mind can think and I can express my ideas that come out of my mouth, and you can hear these ideas, and the fact that we have this crazy phone that's doing this video of me doing these meditations, and you can be in Oklahoma or Oregon or Washington or Ann Arbor or Arizona, wherever you are. And you can watch this that's happening live all the way across the country. I mean, what human beings have come up with to exist in this world is incredible. And all of that should fill us with the most intense gratitude for just being. I should end the sentence there. For just being, for existing, for the fact that we are the few. Even though there's billions of people in the world, we're the few that have been given the gift and luxury of existing on this planet and of being a living being that thinks and feels and loves and hates and becomes angry and becomes happy and can be filled with gratitude. In that thing it says the ox knows its master and the donkey knows its master's trough. But the fact is, do they love their master? Do they know their master? Have they gotten to know their master? I guess I'd be grateful if I was an ox or if I was a donkey, but how much more grateful I am that I actually have the ability to think and to feel and to eat and to live my life in a beautiful place in the world. I'm sitting here in my office. How that doesn't bring gratitude into my heart and into my mind. I should feel incredibly filled with gratitude the moment I walk in here every day. And the fact is, I do feel that. I do feel lucky. I do feel like this life that I get to lead, that you get to lead, is a miracle. No matter how difficult it might be, no matter how many challenges we might have, whether we think that we're doing a good job or not doing a good job at what we're doing, if we're just filled with gratitude, you understand that all of those questions that are just made up in our minds and human inventions don't really matter. The fact is, how wonderful. And we get to be here. And we get to experience life. And we get to do what we need to do to fulfill our lives and to feel as if we have meaning or that we have purpose. Thank you. Thank you for that purpose. Thank you for this life. Thank you for the food I just ate. Thank you for this iPhone that lets me talk to you. Thank you for Facebook, and thank you for YouTube, and all of that when it goes way back. Thank you, Creator, for allowing all of this to be. It's such a simple message, and yet so hard to live our lives that way. So much of the time, negativity comes in. We're not grateful. Sometimes we may even say, life is just too hard. But even when it's hard, it still is life. And for those that were never born and will never be born, what do you say to that person when you say, oh, life is terrible and I can't handle it? Life is such a gift. And if I can remember that, I can live with that grateful heart. And I guess I needed that message today. Hopefully you did too. Because it's just easy to let the minutia of life kind of bring you down a little bit. So sometimes it's important. And maybe this Torah portion comes at just the right time towards the end of the summer. Sometimes it's just important to remember what's happening in our lives and how good it is, even when it's challenging. So with all that in mind, let's find a comfortable position, a way to sit quietly and concentrate on our breath, concentrate on our heartbeat, concentrate on all the things that just kind of happen and keep us alive, and no matter what we do. We don't have to do anything and our breath continues. We don't have to do anything and our heartbeat goes. And how grateful we are that we have breath, we have heartbeat, we have all of that. So let's find a way to bring ourselves in. Let's see if we got it here. Yeah, I don't know why that keeps happening on my personal web page. It goes for like 5 seconds and then it stops. I don't know what that is, but hopefully you've been able to find what we're doing here, and we're able to make it through all of it. So we're going to go quiet for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back at the end and ask for feelings of blessing and feelings of safety. And but for now, we're just breathing and concentrating on our breath. How does it come in? How does it go out? How does it fill us up? What does it feel like for you? Here we go. We're just allowing everything to be for now. Not trying to change anything, not trying to solve anything. Just sitting comfortably, feeling our breath. As our mind takes us away from that breath, we just remind ourselves we can start thinking about that in 15, 20 minutes. For now, we're just breathing. As we move into our last 5 minutes together, we ask for two feelings. Feeling of safety, a feeling of blessing. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. We don't always feel those things. That second one, may I feel blessed, comes under what I've been talking about today with feeling the gratitude of the blessings that we do have. But you gotta feel those blessings in order to feel the gratitude. May I feel blessing. May I feel safe. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel blessed and safe. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe and blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe and blessed. If you'd like to invite someone you care about, someone you love, or it could even be someone you barely know, just to be right in front of you so you can offer these offerings to them. May I feel safe. May you feel safe. May you feel blessed. May you feel safe. And may you feel blessed. May you feel safe. May you feel blessed. May you feel blessed. May you feel safe. May you feel safe and blessed. May you feel safe. Just bring it back. Take one last moment to concentrate on our breath. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you were able to find some stillness and peace. May you feel blessed. And may you feel safe. And may you have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow.